Hydrate! Hydrate right now! I actually just added that. Runic Raccoon, your package is ready to go. I need to bring it to the post office. You'll be receiving a thing soon. I got this board game. It's called Gates of Valhalla. We're gonna build the minis from this. And there are a lot. Look at all these minis. So many minis. There's even like a thing, a paper on how to build them. Hello, Cora Mamora. There's a Cora Mamora. Ow. I have so many minis on my desk right now. It's insane. There's one mini that... What in the world? Wait, how is this wet? There's no way. I painted this like multiple days ago. How is it? There's got to be something on this. There's no way that the paint on this is wet still. I don't know what's going on with it. Anyway. Hi, Russian Blue. Yeah, she's hiding now behind my seat. I don't even know where to put this for you to be able to see her. She's in like such a weird spot. Or why are you hiding in such a weird spot? Here, I know where I can put it. Let me close this box. Then I'll put it on top of this box. You're just gonna get to look at my shelving for a moment. Why can I not close a box one-handed? Oh my gosh. Hold on, 1 second. There we go. There she is. Hello, Clavicus. Apologies, I am a little bit late. I was very sleepy, so I took a nap for far longer than I meant to. And then I was very hungry when I woke up, so I ran to the grocery store and got some food really quickly. And now I am here, I am alive, and I'm building miniatures from this board game called Gates of Valhalla. We've got this guy who is a frost giant who I put some base coats down on. He's in a few pieces here. But this will probably be our entry for Dice Fest. So I don't really feel like painting at the moment. So instead, I'm going to build some minis. Snacks are even better. I picked up a rotisserie chicken, some pico de gallo, some celery, just celery, and some watermelon. Watermelon! Why do you keep moving? So that's what I had for dinner. I didn't eat the watermelon yet. I'll probably eat it later. But this troll is probably the derpiest troll I've ever seen. Look at this face. look at that face. So funny. So we will we'll de-sprue and probably put together a few of these. I made stromboni and had some carrots and celery with dill dip. Yum, yum, yum. I feel like you are attacking me. I'm not talking about you. Silly. I have so many questions about living in Texas. For those of you unaware, every time I go to ReaperCon, I'm like, I should move to Texas. I'm not really a big fan of how hot it is there, but I'm also inside 99% of the time while I'm here in the PNW. So, it doesn't really make that big of a difference where I live. I'm also scared of storm weather, like tornadoes. I'm terrified of tornadoes. But a vast majority of the people that I consistently talk to and stuff live in Texas. I also bought an Xbox Series S. I think you said that the last time. Are you enjoying the games on it yet? What games are you playing? Actually, I guess that's a better question. Um, but yeah, James and I are seriously considering moving to Texas. I think we could probably downsize on house because this house is way too large for the two of us. And we don't plan to have kids, so we don't need a huge house. So we could probably sell this place and buy a house outright and then not have a mortgage anymore, which that would significantly reduce cost of stuff. My house is $2,250 right now, which we do not need that much square footage. Just playing Fallout 76, I don't have enough time to go to the bathroom during loading screens. That's funny. The layout of this house is actually really bad, though. If and when you ever come up here, you'll see. This house is weird. There's no bedrooms on the bottom floor of this house. It's the entryway, there's a small living area, and then the dining room, and then the living room and the kitchen. And that's all that's downstairs. The space down there is huge, but because of the way that it's laid out, it's very weird. At 2K, it makes it a large house and insurance is more. Oh, good to know. But yeah, there's 3 bedrooms upstairs here. Technically, it could have 4. The area that I use for my office it's just open. There's no wall there. It's just an open area. But if there was a wall there, it'd be big enough to be a bedroom. So anyway, we could downsize, get a slightly smaller place, and be just fine. The rooms don't have to be as big as they are. This room is fairly big. You can kind of see it from here, right? In the middle here is just a big open space. I have so much space for all my hobby stuff. Every single one of the closets in this place is essentially a walk-in closet as well, which I use it all, but I could downsize on stuff too. Hi, Cranston. Anyway, just been seriously thinking about it. I would love to be able to go to the Reaper Paint Night once in a while. Hang out with my buddies that live over there. It would be nice. But it's funny because every time I go to ReaperCon, I leave and I'm like, man, I should live here. And then, enough time passes and I'm like, man, I'll just stay where I'm at. But I know so many folks that live there. I feel like there might actually be chances of me hanging out with people in person. I started painting the 3 kobolds in a trench coat this week. Nice. I don't have that many. I did paint the 3 cats in a trench coat, though. I guess it wasn't a trench coat. It was three cats in like a wizard robe, which I believe CVP sculpted. I'm not entirely certain, but I think it's a CVP one. I don't think it's like available anywhere. I think it was like a custom request from someone. I think it was Hulk's Workshop. Anyway, I've reached out to a few different folks asking questions about living in Texas. Because again, I am consistently seriously thinking about it. There's nothing like holding me up here. None of my family lives here. None of James's family lives here. We have a few friends, but we never really see them. Like nobody really invites us to go out to things, and I'm kind of weird about having people over because I feel like the house is never clean enough and I don't want to be judged. So I just don't invite people over. Okay, but seriously, look at this face. What a goofy, goofy face. Isn't this the goofiest face? James doesn't have a job up here anymore. I can work fully remote. Is he yelling or yawning? I mean, I think he's like... I think he's yelling. He's just got a goofy face. Like, goofy face. Very goofy. Oh. Honestly, if I don't like the way that the Frost Giant comes out, I might just I might just use one of these guys. I feel like I'm not the best at painting Frost Giant's skin. I've done it a couple of times, but send James to Reaper so he can pick up and ship my Bone 6 order. Oh my gosh. That would actually be pretty cool if he went to work there. He doesn't have a job right now, so I don't even know if they're hiring though, so this one had less mold lines than the Frost Giant did. The Frost Giant's like the lines on it were pretty bad. Just show up and work, eventually he'll get a check. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, how does this bad boy fit together? Is this a tail? What is this? Alright, well let's dry fit them together and see. I feel like this is a tail. This goes here. I thought that this thing was a troll. Do trolls normally have tails? Is it like a monkey troll? Wait, are trolls usually covered in fur? It's definitely a troll. It says right there it's a troll. I don't think I've seen a troll with fur before, though. Not in D&D. This is definitely not D&D. Oh my gosh, that's his tongue. It goes like that. Oh, that's too funny. Does this go here? Yeah. He is one furry troll. That's how he goes. That's pretty funny. Okay. Well, let's just start putting these together. The trolls in Skyrim, it's a fantasy creature. It can be whatever. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. That's so funny. Bleh! Bleh! This one doesn't fit together the best, but that's okay. I'm gonna make it canon in any game I run. There is a gnome couple that are cobblers, Jean and Jean Applebottom. They are famous for making furry boots. I love it. That's actually amazing. Apple bottom jeans. Making the boots with the fur. See, that's one thing as well, is if I move to Texas, there is significantly more potential for me to play D&D games with people in person. These tiny little feet. I think this one goes. No? Lurk, I miss you. Hope you had such a great time at Rupert Runic. Yes, I did. And you have a package on the way. I just need to bring it to the post office. Shoot, does this foot go like... Oh! Don't drop the foot! Don't drop the foot! They definitely look like they go this way. Wow, the feet don't actually, like, go down very well. Oh, maybe like that? Oh no, that one's definitely on that side. Okay. Dry fit your pieces, folks. Dry fit them. I know me and Graz live in DFW. Doesn't Mike and Rick? No, I think they live in Florida. I'm fairly certain they live in Florida. Also, got a little possible maybe kind of thing to share with you. Share! I mean, if you can, share. Florida. Yeah, I'm fairly certain they live in Florida. Raccoon might be moving here. That's so funny because I was just talking about how I might be moving to Texas. So maybe we're going to be passing each other. Passing by each other as we're moving. It's not certain or anything yet, but yeah, I've been talking about it a lot. Okay, this foot is weird. No, it must just go like that. I guess it goes like that. I talk about it every year when I leave ReaperCon because I miss the people there so much, and this is the only time I ever get to see them. And now that James has gotten laid off, none of our families live here, etc., etc., it's like, why are we actually here? And there's not really any reason for us to stay. So we're thinking about it, but we're not sure quite yet. It's a lot of logistics to figure out because moving is a lot, especially when you have as much stuff as I have, which obviously, as you can tell in the background. All right, well, one of these guys is together. Should I even build the other two? I don't even know if I should build the other two, or if I should just build other stuff. Let's desprue these goblins. It would be a very huge move. I've moved across the country once. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. I could do it again, easily. I don't even need the glue for these, because they're just one piece. It's just expensive is the thing. I think it was like 12 grand to move from California to Seattle. SoCal to the PNW. It was very expensive. And then I had to ship a car, but I only have one car this time, so I would likely just drive. Talk to me more about it when you can. Love to hear your thoughts. Gonna look again. All right, no worries. Go cook your dinner. Dang, you're eating dinner late, bro. It's already after 9 where you are. Good news, you can stay with us anytime you want to come down and go house shopping. That is very, very awesome of you. We definitely would want to see houses in person, so we likely would have to come down there to go house shopping. Brands. Yeah, I don't know exactly where Graz is. I know he said he's an hour south of the Reaper store. So he's pretty close by. Cause you guys, Ty, are like 30 minutes away, aren't you? At least. I feel like I am unsure of what the reality of like traffic is there, because every time I've gone, there's like been no traffic. I don't know if it gets really trafficy or not, but I guess then again I'd be working from home, so it wouldn't matter. These minis are quite good quality. I almost just cut that one's head off. Don't cut off the goblin's head. all of the goblins. It's actually kind of funny because this board game is like very traditional fantasy. And then there's these guys who look like robots. Can you see that? And also these guys who are like also kind of robots. So it's like, here's these like Viking dudes. Viking men, all these Vikings. Robots. Storm giant. What are you gonna do? Alright, we're only gonna build one of those guys for now. Only one of the trolls. We'll just clean up these kobolds. They're all gonna have divots on their heads. But yeah, there's like not really mold lines on these guys, which is freaking awesome. It's my favorite kind of mini. Kind of looks like Dobby a little bit. Evil Dobby. Oh, this one has a little bit of mold line on him. Dobby but stabbier. Yeah, exactly. Stabby Dobby. I napped for way longer than I thought I was going to. I don't know why I was so tired today. I feel like my energy levels are all over the place. Maybe it's because I stopped doing keto. I stopped doing keto, by the way. I've decided that I eat too much because I've been so restrictive on myself. And I eat too much, so I overeat. Even though it's foods that I can eat on keto. But I massively overeat because I don't eat any of the things I actually want to eat. So now, instead, I am gonna just eat what I want to eat, but make sure that I don't overeat. So that means I still can't have things like tons of sweets. I ate some chicken and pico de gallo for dinner today, though. But yeah, I still can't eat a ton of sugary stuff because I want to just make sure I'm not eating too much. But I'm not going to stop myself if I want something. So if I really want something, I'm not going to restrict. I'm just going to not overeat. Hopefully that helps. I have not gained any weight yet, which I think is probably a good thing. When you go off keto, usually what happens is you gain a bunch of water weight, and I did not do that. So, and weirdly enough, I feel a little bit better, and I don't know if that's mentally because I can eat what I want. Like, I've had so much freaking sushi. I've eaten so much sushi. I freaking love sushi. Maybe we'll have sushi tomorrow. There's this place that I wanted to go try. It's called Kura. It's one of those like revolving, not revolving. It's not the train sushi, but it's like on a track. It's like the sushi on a track and you pay per plate. So I might do that tomorrow. Sounds delicious. Definitely a stabby dobby though, for sure. Graz is also going to, he's offered to print out some rat minis for me. So I might actually be able to make that diorama. I have so many minis that I want to paint. This is insane. I feel like this is the highest my drive to paint has been in a long time. What you doing, puppies? I keep hearing them walking around outside of my door. Who's that? Come here. What you doing, baby girl? Why don't you come lay down? Come over here. Go on. Come on. Come over here. There you go, right there. That's perfect. You're a little close. Lay down. Oh, what a sweet girl. What a sweet baby. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Yeah, here's a good girl. She's just right there. You get close up core face. And now here comes Appa. He's gonna walk right in front of the camera. There he goes. Hi, babies. What you guys doing? We've been getting up at 6:30 and taking them on a quick stroll around in the morning. I don't want to say WALK because they both know the word, and if I say it again, they're going to think it's happening again. And it's absolutely not happening again right now. Look at that. Look at that face. He's looking straight at the camera. Okay. Sir? Hi. Where's your face? Oh, there's your face. Hello. Oh, you want to shake? Oh, wow. What a good boy. What a good shake. He'll just lay right there. That's where he likes to lay. Right underneath my seat. Anyway, we've been doing that with them every morning since I've been back. And I think they enjoy it. I don't think they enjoy it. I know they enjoy it. They definitely enjoy it. Here, I'm going to turn you this way. You can see this one. They get their early morning exercise. I get to start my day with a little bit of exercise as well. I definitely need to get used to it because I think that's part of the reason I've been so tired at the end of the day. My Gundam is halfway done. Pat, that's great. You're getting through that quick. I know how long Gundams can take. They are finicky. A lot of fiddly bits. I showed the pictures of my entries to my coworkers, and then one of my coworkers reached out and was like, do you want to do like an introduction to painting class for some of the people on your team as like a team event? And I was like, absolutely. I would love to do that. I think that would be super fun. So that might be happening as well. I just need to put together a list of stuff that each person would need to get, which honestly is a pretty small amount of paints, some brushes, probably cheaper brushes, and the mini. I think it would be fun. I already have the setup to do it. You're looking at it right now. And I think my coworkers would really enjoy it. Oh, I almost broke that dude's sword. Ask Reaper if they can send you a paint and take setup. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Well, it would have to get sent to my like work. A lot of my coworkers are remote, which is the only like problem. It's not a problem, but that's the only issue, is that because most people are remote, we'd have to like get more than one probably, because like they wouldn't be able to share the paint. Paint and Take Two. Yeah, I can ask them. I can definitely ask. Maybe I'll suggest it for the next, as like an event to do for our next in-person meetup. Because it would be much easier and it would actually be probably a lot cheaper to do that in person when everyone is like physically there. Do you all know what the name of that one miniature is? Let me grab him actually really quickly because I was looking for it because I know that miniature can be painted in like an hour-long session. But I cannot remember the name of it. And I tried looking it up and I couldn't find it. Let me grab him. Hold on. I gotta get around with Appa underneath me without moving my chair because he'll run away. And I've got so many Reaper fans here. This guy. Does anybody know what this guy's name is? I couldn't find it when I was searching. It's a metal. It's a metal mini. His name is Bob. Bob or Fred. I searched the Reaper website for it and I couldn't find it. But this was one of the minis that I painted at my very first ReaperCon. And this is James's, by the way. This is James's version of him. But very few colors needed. Can do it in an hour. And it looks pretty decent. Like, you end up leaving with a pretty decent looking mini. So, if anybody knows what that one's name is, I would appreciate it. Wait, where's this other guy? Oh, I was like, where's this other guy's arm? But it's because there's a shield. Oh, like that. I was like, how does this go on? But there's like literally a hole in it. This dog's looking. Oh my god. Look at how cute this dog is. What a little. She just snorted. Did you see her snort? What a little baby. She's such a little baby. Goober. Little camera ham. Such a ham. Honestly, minis like this probably wouldn't be bad for a paint and take too. Do you know what they normally include in a paint and take? Might be a mini they no longer have. Should ask Ron or John. Okay. I can ask. Yeah, but I searched for it and I couldn't find it. I think the reason why I like those minis is because they're metal. I'm a big fan of metal minis, and I know that metal minis are not going to be a thing for very much longer. Because they're too expensive to produce, but I would rather pay more for them because they are nicer, in my opinion. But that's okay. I will live with my 3D printed miniatures, I guess, if I have to. I've got plenty of metal. Minis, paints, paint mats, and some trifold direction standees. Oh my gosh, really? They give you standees? That is pretty funny. Yeah, I don't think my company would mind like buying the stuff either. Trifold, just trifold paper. Oh, okay. I was like standees, like the freaking giant paint and take sign, maybe. Could also do the learn to paint kits. Yeah, exactly. The learn to paint kits would be pretty neat. Could just get a few of the learn to paint kits and then extra brushes and extra minis. I will definitely suggest it whenever we go and get together in person the next time. I don't know when that's going to be, though. It's probably not for a while. It might not be this year, actually, because what is it? It's already September. I feel like if it was going to be this year, we would already have been informed. So, we will probably not be getting together this year, but that's okay. It's not like my painting is going anywhere. Unless I get some traumatic head injury. It's not like I'm gonna forget how to paint entirely anytime soon. I'm definitely skilled enough to teach beginners that have never done it before. Oh no. I cut this one out of the sprue very badly. Your sheath is a little bit busted, my dude. I'm sorry. I cut into it pretty hard right there. I don't know if you can see it. Right there. I could also just bring minis. I have about 5 billion of them. Never gonna run out of minis for the rest of my life, that's for sure. Quinn Iconic Investigator. Let me take a look. Do you have a link to it? No, that's not him. He's standing in a similar pose, but this one is more like a. He's got a mace or like a club. Um, and he's got like. I don't know what he's supposed to be, honestly. See, gender male. I know this guy is on like the older side. Like this is one of the older minis. Hmm. I don't see him on here either. I was looking at a different like I was looking at war I haven't looked on Warlord yet. Actually, oh, maybe it's a Warlord. Metal. Mail. There's just like so many minis to look through is the problem. You can see what I'm doing. So many minis. It's funny because they have so many minis and only like some of them have painted versions. Only a few more pages. But I don't even think I've seen most of these before. There's so many minis! Wow, they've produced so many. No, it's not here either. I tried looking in Dark Heaven Legends because I figured that would be where it was. But there was a lot of minis in this. There was there's 27 pages. Must be from a different timeline. It's for sure Reaper, yeah. Yeah, he's like a henchman. I feel like these ones are newer. I've painted that one. Boop boop ba-doop. Boop boop ba-doop. Anyway, for those of you that are here fairly consistently, I added a few new whatever they're called things. Hey Agu, I miss Reaper's free metal mini every month. Yeah. Those were the best minis too. Redemptions for channel points is the words that I was looking for. I added a few new redemptions for channel points. For those of you that have like a ton of channel points. I was trying to think of other things that I could add. So if anybody has any requests for things to add for channel points, let me know. I hear James downstairs getting big mad at whatever game he's playing. I don't think y'all could hear him, but he is raging. Raging. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing it in this one either. It's kind of like in this pose almost. I think it is some sort of henchman, but I just can't find him. And there's so many freaking pages of minis to look through. It's like insane. Hi, Mr. E. Do 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 do. We're almost through, but I've already looked. The ones. Yeah, I give up. I give up. It's fine. It's all good. My goodness. Alright. I don't know if I should glue these on now. Yeah, actually, it's not really hiding anything. Glue them together. Do I think I will ever paint these? Probably not. But they can stay inside of the board game. And maybe eventually I will sell it. With some of the minis painted. Or maybe I'll use these as speed paint tests. Because I've been telling myself that I want to learn how to speed paint better. And what's better for speed painting than, you know, little things like this? Like, these are on the simpler side. Don't require a ton of detailed work on them. I don't need to paint these up to freaking, you know, painter's quality or whatever. Painter's level quality. They can just be a few colors in tabletop quality. Those guys are done. Where did all the bases for those kobolds go? Or not kobolds, goblins. I don't know. There's these guys too, though. Let's get these out. More Vikings. These weapons are so small. This makes me nervous. Anybody else get nervous when they're despruing miniatures? I think these ones are posable, so I can pick. Well, maybe not. I think this guy goes like that. Definitely does. I don't know whose hand this is for. Oh, it's for this guy. Okay, let's just put that to the side. Of course. Yes. It's been 30 days, I guess, since I did this. Oh my god. Hey, do I have a mod here? Can someone please ban this person? Oh, here we go. I got it. I have the female pirate from Reaper Prime, just never painted her. I put together a Mandalorian model kit this week. Had to use a hobby knife to cut off some pieces. Yeah. See, and that's the struggle, right? It's like stuff that's on sprue. Just gotta be really careful with it. The bottom of the feet's fine, because, like, you never see that part, but... Right as I right-clicked ban. Yeah. My, my streamer bot thing was... Or my Streamlabs chatbot was closed, and or it wasn't closed, but it didn't have a valid token, so I had to go in, revalidate the token, or reauthorize it, and then as soon as I did that, it rejoined the chat, so it didn't see the stuff, so then I had to go into the actual... This should be easier. You clicked the link? Oh no! That's what you're not supposed to do. Don't click the link! Ty, are you painting? I know you said you were going to start painting when you're watching streams. Of course I am. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Why would I not be painting? The really cool thing about these minis is that they're the kind that when you use this Tamiya extra thin cement stuff, it fuses the pieces together like instantly. It's pretty neat. Argonaut, hello. How you doing? Mount. Mount you. There we go. Oh wait, he's got another arm. Is it shield? The shield. Oh, wait, which shield? Probably this one. How was everyone's week? I can't believe it's already Friday. What a crazy week. I guess it was a short week because of Labor Day. Oh no! Ow. I don't know if this was the right one. 4? Oh yeah, it was the right one. Okay. What a weird... You like that? Yeah, it's like that. Okay. My week has been amazing. Well, I know that you're being sarcastic about that one. Unless you're actually like happy. I can't tell because you're very sarcastic all the time. So I can't tell if you're actually happy or not. I have to go to a wedding 3 hours away tomorrow. Oof. Oof size large. I don't like that. I don't like traveling. And if you're going to a wedding, that means you're probably driving there, then having to attend the wedding, and then driving home, which is 6 hours of travel in one day, which is no bueno. I walked like 3 kilometers on Tuesday, and my legs still hurt. Yeah. My job was eliminated, and I've been sick all week. It's sarcasm. Okay. Well, I wasn't sure. Like, James was actually happy that he got laid off. So, sometimes it's okay. But I'd also been telling him that he should quit his job for like years, so. But yes, I hope that you feel better and that you're able to find something else quickly. Something else that will value you more than they did. Because I know that they did not value you. And they're likely going to quickly realize that making your position or eliminating your position was a very bad idea. I feel like that always happens to the people that like do the most work or like contribute the most, and the leadership just has no idea half of the time like what their people do. And then it's like, why did productivity go down so bad? And it's like, you literally got rid of the most productive people or the people that had the most knowledge and skills. It's like, what was your expectation here? Like, the people who hold stuff together are always the ones that get treated the worst. And they're the ones that positions get like removed. Like, you made a mistake. I already know there's a project they want to complete ASAP that is going to now cost them 15K and take 6 months. Oh no. Well, it ain't your problem. They'll figure it out. And if they want you to come back to help get them through, you charge, I don't know, what is it, $200 an hour with a minimum of 20 hours or something? Instead of 0 cost in a week or two. Yeah. Dum da dum dum. Ay 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 ay. See, like, that's crazy. I literally just, like, touched those together, and they are fused. It would still come off if I, like, tried to rip it off, but, like, it's on there. It's held on. There's nothing else. It's crazy. Oh, this guy's poor beard. Your beard's a little messed up, sir. From the sprue. Sir. The hair's a little funky on this guy, too. Okay, that's fine. Oh, he's got a little bit of mold lines right here. But they're so minimal that you can just do a scrape. I think the biggest, like, point of potential uncertainty for me about moving to Texas is that, you know, the last couple of places that I've worked, I've been able to do full remote work. But if and when I ever decide to leave this place, or I get fired, or, you know, the company goes down or whatever, I don't know of any other companies that will allow for full remote. So that is something that I would need to take into consideration. And I know that there are a lot of places that are like opening up in that area, but it's still something that is on the newer side. So that's something that I should keep in the back of my mind before deciding to get up and move across the country. Because at least where I'm at now, like, Microsoft is here. The tech hub is larger still up where I'm at than it is in Dallas, Texas. Whoa. Jeez Louise. That shield went shooting away. Alright, that sprue is empty. She's got a little bit of mold line too, but again, they're so minimal. Little bit of scrapes. We'll fix that. Wow, these models are all so good. Those eyes are probably the tiniest eyes that I've ever seen. I actually don't think they're very sunken in. I don't know if I could paint those. They're so tiny. Like, I don't even think the tip of my brush would be able to reach in that. I don't know how you would paint those eyeballs. That's crazy. Okay, she's got a shield on her back. Hey, Bron. Russian Blue. ReaperCon was amazing. We've talked about it a little bit, but every time I go there and then I leave, I get sad because so many of my buddies are there and this is the only time I see them. And I seriously consider moving there. And I still am seriously considering moving there. Sorry if I interrupted your vacation. Oh no, you didn't. It's totally fine. I would think I was already home by then anyway. Maybe you can find a place without an HOA? Absolutely. Literally every place that I looked on Zillow, like you can do a search on Zillow and say like no HOA fees. There's a lot of houses down there without HOAs. A lot. And the neighborhoods still look nice. So I'm just like, yeah, I would definitely be in a house without an HOA for sure. Thankfully, my HOA hasn't been, like, terrible. But I would rather live in a place without one at all. Where does this hand sit? Where? Like living in the country. I probably wouldn't want to live in the country. But I guess it does just like sit right here. Oh, like that probably. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to hold that one for a little bit longer because there's no like actual defined indent for either of these. Even though it's gotten built up in the last 20 years. Yeah, I mean, that's gonna happen. The more people, the more housing is needed, and the bigger, smaller locations get built upon. Now I can let it go. I love living in the country. 10-minute drive to town for the cost of having to shoot a coyote now and then. I mean, I wouldn't mind living in the country. I just don't think the locations that I'm looking at would be close enough to still like meet up with people easily. Someone needs to come in and hit the reset button back to 2003 because how did we get stuck in this woke era? What? What you talking about? Hey, Sweel. I'd love to have a place where I could go and like have some chickens, you know? I don't know if Texas is the right location for that though. So I just really like not having the neighbor right on top of me. That's fair. I do live in a place where like the neighbor on this side of me is like our houses. Like if I had my window open, I could see into their window like very clearly because it's like less than 10 feet away. A barn. You live in the country? Is technically where you're at, Swill, considered the country? I feel like you still live in like a decent neighborhood, though. It was mostly because I lived in a duplex. Oh, yeah. I used to live in apartments a lot when I was in SoCal. The last place that I lived in SoCal was a duplex actually, which was like it was a unicorn of an apartment, to be fair, but it was a duplex. And let's see. Do I even want to build the robots? I mean, I guess I might as well. These weird robot dudes. Centurions. You live in a rural area. Alright, for those of you that just came in, look at how derpy this troll is. Look at him. Look at his face. And he's got a tail, and he's covered in fur, which I don't think I've ever seen a troll covered in fur before. So that's new, but, you know. It is what it is. Everything here is a new development, new infrastructure. The closest grocery store is like 15 minutes. The other one's like 30 minutes. Okay. I like being close to stuff, but the neighbor was a nice dude, but that damn music was just about blasting all day and night. The troll makes you think of the Gremlins movie? Yeah, for sure. So for those of you who just joined as well, this is a board game called Gates of Valhalla, and there was one mini that I really wanted out of it, which was this giant frost giant, giant frost giant. And this is probably going to be the entry that I submit to Dice Fest. So we got some of the colors on him, the base colors, and we will paint him up later. But I was really tired today, so I decided just to, instead of painting, I would just build up some of the other miniatures from the board game as well. There's some really good looking minis in here. Like these goblins are all one single piece, and they're actually pretty well built little goblins. And then we built up all the like other Viking dudes as well. This guy looks like Thor. I need to figure out something to paint. I don't know where my Bones minis are, somewhere in the garage. Don't you have like tubs and tubs and tubs and tubs of them? Yes. Honestly, I've decided that if I can't figure out what I want to paint, I'm just going to grab something. Your head? Oh, it is. How cute. These would be good. These would actually be really good minis to use some of the Turbo Dork paints that I have. Because they're all metal. I have a huge pile of gray. Yeah, I think we all do. I have my closet full of minis. I have my bookshelf full of minis, but the Reaper minis are probably in the garage. That's what I did with my Bones 1, 2, and 3. An ice cream bucket of rainbow draws. Yeah, the Bones 4 was the first Kickstarter that I knew about. I hadn't been painting before that. So I still have all my Bones 4 minis. They're all in a bin behind me. I cut the sprue on this a little bit. What is this supposed to be? Oh, this just holds the shield, so this doesn't even matter. Yeah, this doesn't even matter. It gets attached to the shield. I have a D&D game tomorrow, so I want to paint some ogres or something. Maybe a troll. Yeah, do it. Either one. I have tons of Bones 4 and 5, 2, and 6 soon, hopefully. Yep. I have a very decent amount of 4, even though I was a late pledge, so it was a little bit more expensive, so I didn't get as many things. But I have all of 5, doubles of a lot of 5, and my Bone 6 is sitting right there in the that's where's my hand? Right there. In that box is all my Bone 6 stuff. So we'll get there eventually, but probably not anytime soon. I have a large chunk of 5, bunch in 4 in the garage. Yeah, I went way too far on Bones 5 as well. I got like double of all of the dragons. I think I have like triplicate of some stuff, actually. I have 2 of the ships that I just need to find new homes for. I just need to sell them at this point. Because, you know, I'm never going to need more than 1 of each. So why did I get 2 of each? Who knows? Metals in the garage. Me too. I only went for 1 of each of Bone 6, though, even if most of it didn't excite me. I didn't do 1 of each of Bone 6. I didn't even go that far with Bone 6. Because I knew, I was like, I started to get a little bit smarter about the minis that I was purchasing. I was like, I'll get the sets. The which set is it? Briarwood. The Briarwood Vale set. I think that one was the most exciting for me. So that one, I think I'll actually paint a bunch of the stuff from. But the rest of them, I got them, but I'm not sure what the heck I'm gonna do with them. Honestly, I'm just gonna start forcing myself to speed paint and then probably like sell some of the stuff because there's no point in me keeping it. I don't play D&D in person. Hey, Timothy. I'm building the minis from a game called Gates of Valhalla. Shadows of Brimstone is from Flying Frog Productions. And there is a convention of Flying Frog Productions called Dice Fest happening not at the end of this month, but the very, very end of next month. And they have a painting competition for their minis specifically. So I got this board game so that I could enter something into the competition. The thing that I'm going to enter is probably this guy right here, this giant, frost giant. So I based him, I put some pretty simple colors on him. And I'm going to paint him up later. But, yeah. Great non-metallic metal models. Yeah, and I was thinking like, oh, I should use my Turbo Dork paints on these guys. Um, these will not be submitted to the competition. Oh shoot. Sticking his face in the wrong way. Like that. Yeah, I'm not going to be submitting these into the painting competition. Not these guys, just the Frost Giant and maybe one of these like Vikings. Or this guy. Look at how funny. Look at how funny looking this troll is. I still can't get over how funny looking he is. Such a goofy model. Yeah, these guys I guess would be good to practice non-metallic metal. But I suck at it, so I wouldn't want to put it into a competition. That's why most of the things, when I enter them into competition, they aren't metallic. Because I think most metallic paint looks bad, and I suck at non-metallic metal. Like, I have not had enough practice with it. Almost looks like a bugbear. Yeah, a little bit. Reminds me of the CGI thing they added in Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi. Alright. Empty sprue in the garbage. Oh, goodness. I need to find some more foods that I want to eat that aren't from a restaurant but are still restaurant quality. Because I've only really been eating one meal every day, but it's been like going out to eat. And that gets expensive kind of quickly. But it's delicious, is the only thing. You use the X-Acto much more safely than I. Yeah, you always want to try to point it away from yourself. And you don't want to have your hands in the way. I'm terrified of cutting myself, so I try to be as careful as I humanly can. I cut into my thumb. Yeah. Don't do that. Feel like ever since the 5th grade, when my elementary school teacher told me about a story about how she was using an X-Acto knife and she dropped it in her lap and it just stuck straight into her thigh, like standing. I think ever since then, X-Acto knives have been freaking terrifying for me. So I try to be as careful as I can. Because I don't want that to happen, because that sounds awful. I have done that in my hardwood floor. Yeah. Not into your thigh, though. I'm gonna position that one slightly different. I have also caught blender blades in my hand. Oh my god. Don't do that either. Holy cow. What are you doing? We're gonna build another one of these trolls. Because they're so funny. There's only 3 of them. Maybe we'll just build all 3. I need to move some of these other guys out of the way. There's a lot of little dudes on the table with us now. Hello, Papa. My doggy came back. And come and lay down under my desk. There he is. Are you warm, my son? He's just sitting there panting. It's not that warm in here. Shoot. Oh no, okay. The only downside to picking the color carpet that I picked is that it's pretty similar to the color of these minis. That's why women live longer. It's true. Live dangerously. It was like 92 degrees here today. It's hot. Too hot. But I think today was the last day that the Pacific Northwest is going to get warm weather. I think for the rest of the year, it's going to just start getting colder and colder and colder. Until it freezes and then we get snow. I want snow. It snows where you live, doesn't it? We don't get snow most of the time. It just gets really cold. Like, it'll just be in the 30s every morning. But it's kind of rare for us to get actual snow. Maybe like once a year. And then it doesn't stick around for very long. Sticks around for like a couple of days. Does like twice per winter? Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, we don't get a ton of snow. When it does snow, it's usually not a lot. The like literal ice storm that we got a few years back was pretty neat though. everything was covered in a thin layer of ice, including the grass. Like each little blade of grass was covered in a tiny little layer of ice. And the concrete in the backyard was super, super slick. It was like you could basically ice skate on it if you wanted to. So we had to be very careful going into the backyard, letting the dogs out to go to the bathroom. And even the dogs were like slipping, sliding on, and it was really funny. That doesn't usually happen with snow. That happens with when it's just straight ice. I think the boy is too warm to sit here. He's leaving again. He is a ham, it's true. He is a warm ham. An overheating ham. I have the AC set to 75. It's not like terribly hot in here. He just pants a lot. When he was on the cyclosporin, he was growing a ton of fur. Like a ton of fur. So I think he still has like a lot of it. It hasn't all like stopped yet, or it hasn't all shed off of him yet. So he's still warmer than normal because of how much fur he was growing. It was so funny because like he was growing like giant like tufts of very long fur, and he only has some of it left. The long fur. It's still pretty thick though. Kentucky. Da-da-da-da. Alright, I think I'm gonna put this last one together. Did you find it, Cranston? Oh, it's in a set of them. Oh my god. My savior. You found it! I didn't think it would be in a set. It's just part of a townsfolk set. How funny is that? Human rogue townsfolk. I figured he was like some sort of rogue because of the like the hood. Can't believe you found it. How long have you been searching? Have you been searching for it this whole time? Oh, there we go. Bless. When will you be streaming again? Probably sometime on Sunday. I don't have like a dedicated time on Sunday when I actually start. I think I'm gonna switch more to the mornings on Sunday though. I feel like if I don't stream early, then I won't do it. So I will probably stream on the earlier side rather than the later side going forward on Sundays. I'm only on so late tonight because I had to take a nap because I was so dang tired. And then I had to figure out food for myself. So I had kind of a late-ish dinner. I fell asleep and ate din din when I got home. Yeah. I don't know if it's because I've been waking up early and taking the dogs on a walk every morning or not. If that's why I'm so tired, or if like the con depression is finally hitting me or something. I don't know. But either way, by the end of the day today, I was like very sleepy. I got a lot of work done this week too, so that might have been part of it. I had to use my brain a lot, you know. My work schedule makes me tired. I used to work 10 to 7, now I work 8 to 4:30, so waking up earlier is making me sleepy. Ah, that's what I work. I work 8 to 5. I wake up at 6:30 now. But that's why working from home is nice because it's not like I have to spend a ton of time driving anywhere. I just sit down at my desk. So I can wake up and only need I take 10-minute showers. I am in and out of the shower like super quick. I don't like put makeup on or anything, so it's not like I'm spending any time like taking care of myself in that way. So I can wake up like 15 minutes before I'm supposed to start working, but I obviously walk the dogs and stuff, so I need the time to do that. But oh my god, foot comes straight out. It's kind of why I like working from home though, because it's like, cool. I don't have to spend 2 hours before I'm actually supposed to be working, getting ready to be at work. Very nice. 30-minute lunch kills me. I don't even take 30 minutes anymore. I've gotten so used to just eating like at my desk. It's probably not a good thing to do, but I refuse to be bound by fixed schedules. Yeah, well, not all of us have that, have that ability. This leg is so weird. Is it actually like turned this way? I kind of just like shoved the other one in. Oh, it's like that. Okay, that's why. Dry fit your pieces, folks. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Okay, that is so much better than the other one. Whoopsie doodle. Alright, so here's that guy. This is probably already set. I wonder if I could turn it though. Oh, I totally can turn it. Sweet. Okay. 2 matching derps. Look at those derps. They're so funny looking. I don't know why they're so derpy looking. They're hilarious though. I love it. He's a good candidate for the Louise Sugden style of painting. I have no idea who that is. I need to find other bags to put these back into. Alright. Vikings in one. I was saying these would be good minis to force myself to speed paint with, because they're on the simpler side, but they still look good. Same thing with these goblins. There's a ton of them too. Look at all these boys here. All these gobbos. Look her up. I'm out. It was good to see you, Fred. I'm actually ending anyway. But I will look it up. Put these guys on. Alright. I'm gonna go and eat some watermelon. Watermelon! And chill. These dudes can go back in here. Got you later. Yes. Let's do a quick raid. Find somebody to raid. Who is a streaming? Who is a streaming and a painting? Drink your paint water. Useless wizard. And Wapple. Wapple just started. Let's raid into him again. Let's do it. There's not a ton of folks here right now, but there's enough of you. Alright, everybody. Thank you for my... The words are hard. Thank you so much for hanging out, is what I was going to say, until my words went garbled into my mouth. Appreciate you. Oh, I missed a goblin. I missed a goblin. Next time we'll probably start putting layers up on the storm giant or frost giant, whatever he is. I think he's a frost giant. But we'll probably start layering this up, getting some paint on it. More paint on it. Ramon, alright, sorry about that. Yeah, we're heading out. I don't stream for a terribly long time every time I stream, and this one was a quick one because I needed a nap. So I had to do that. But yeah. Thanks everyone for hanging out. We're sending you over to James Wapple, so go give him all of your love. We'll be back on Sunday, probably on the earlier side. I wouldn't expect me to be on this late on Sunday. Definitely not this late. But I'll be back on Sunday at some point with more painting goodness. Until then, I hope you're all staying happy and healthy, and we will see you later. Bye!